Good. Just to let y'all know, I'm actually driving right now. Just 10 minutes away from the crib. How's everyone doing? Y'all ready for this 15-week debate? Oh my fucking god, turn green already. Q, Mike, Tim, what's funny? For real, this stream gonna be long as fuck, bro. Good, Mike. No, you're gonna have a Harry Potter list of hip hop music. To be honest, Moonflower, I kind of tuned out Kanye. Like, to me, I only listened to Kanye from 2004 to maybe 2012. That's it for me. I can't take any more of the music at this point. It's just too much. Yeah, Q, I'm in the car driving at the moment. Y'all ready for the bass? I'm more ready for the bass breakdown Friday. Gotta start listening to the album tomorrow. We are one, yeah. I'm actually surprised they have, I think about 8 or 9 albums. I could have sworn that could have had like 13, but we'll see how it levels up, man. We'll see. Yeah, I heard about that story online. Back when Station Dash was black. 15 weeks. That's literally close to 4 months. Jesus Christ. Like, I better make a Guinness Book of World Records for this shit right here, boy. When is that Buster album coming out? Is it coming out this week? said, you want to come on and watch Q? That shouldn't be a problem. Let me get home and get situated. I'm literally like 5 minutes away right now. I still have a list of Earl Sweatshirt's albums and shit. Oh shit, I forgot. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Oh damn, the war for it all day. That album, both albums are flawless masterpieces. Sonically, I have to go with war for it. Alright, 2 more minutes. By the way, those episodes of the different worlds breakdown and stuff like that last night, that shit right there, that's doing it for fucking books right there. Shout out to Ashley, by the way. Oh, she tries it.
Yo,
Yo,
what's good?
yo, can you hear me?
Yeah,
All right, bad. How you doing?
chilling.
You ready for 15 weeks of debate and shocks and turns?
Let's go.
We're gonna cover 4 fucking decades of hip hop.
I love it. You are a genius, Reg. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. This ain't just gonna be any ordinary hip hop list, man. We're gonna talk about some shit tonight,
Oh
man.
yeah, oh yeah. And everybody can join in, and they can put their, 10 every week with us.
Right, Q
You
wants to
know,
come on too and shit.
and please, not a whole list of Tupac. It's not a Tupac countdown. You know, we are including other artists, not just Tupac.
We're gonna
Huh?
talk about Death Row, Bad Boy, Juice Crew, Native Tongue, Cash,
Everybody, everybody,
everybody.
everybody.
Top
N-
Dog.
New artists, old artists, everybody.
Yeah.
What's good?
Certain albums. Oh, certain albums. Y'all gonna be surprised, man.
Hey man, you like what you like. That's all that matters.
Right.
We're not going with the trend or the internet. This is albums that we adore.
Fuck Billboard and shit, you know.
Yeah, fuck all that. I don't
Fuck
care
Reddit
about
lists and all that.
Billboard and all that shit. There's gonna be
You gonna be in the
multi-platinum albums, underground albums, all that.
for real.
Yep. De
My
La
homegirl
Soul,
Kaya
that's on my
B.
list.
She's gonna come on after she
Huh?
my homegirl from Central is gonna come on here once she gets off work. She's gonna be on the chat.
Okay.
Kaya B. Shout out to her and shit.
Why I don't go to Wikipedia? Because I don't need it. I live this culture long enough to know shit. I don't need to look up stuff on Wikipedia.
Alright, I'm just about to park my car. Luckily, I don't have a lot of shit. I just have my book bag and shit like that. It's the curiosity. Alright, Q, once I get home, I'm gonna put the link on the fucking chat and shit like that. Just give me a second. I was just saying, I love the episode we did last.
Yeah, that was great. Donnie Brasco, I'm still gonna talk about that, Sam. Just that might be like February or March. So just got a lot of things I'm doing right now.
Yeah. You heard what I said about A Different World?
Yeah, that was great. That was great that we did.
Yeah, that's like one of the best videos we've ever done. And shit, like we've been
Definitely.
coming out with some heat lately, man.
Yeah, man, come on.
Coming out with some
We've
heat.
been doing this for too long. You know what I'm saying? Like we know what we're doing.
Coming out with some heat lately, man.
You know, I love it. Batman Week, different world. We doing one day at a time.
Yeah, fuck it. That's gonna be early March. I wanna
Yeah,
get familiarized with the series again.
yeah, man. Donnie Brasco coming, Sam. That's coming. I ain't forget. All that stuff I wrote down already. Everything is planned out.
All right, try. I'm gonna start my laptop, and I'm just gonna jump back in and shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Check that movie out, Mike. So we all three of us could have discussed it, Donnie Brasco. Underrated film. I love it. Heat 2? I didn't even know they were doing a sequel to that. Stetsasonic or Ultramag. I like Ultramag a little bit better. The Stetsasonic is dope. I actually met Daddy O from Stetsasonic and Bobby Simmons. Good peoples. Yeah. Check that movie out. Could do a whole discussion on that. What's more lyrical, East or West? But both coasts are lyrical, man. Both coasts are lyrical, including the South. Yeah, that'll be dope. Definitely, got to do that. What's the worst song? I didn't. I don't like that whole album. Whole album is bad. Yep, definitely underrated. Sam, that's an underrated movie. You know, Pacino always do the great films. I love his stuff. You never saw that movie? You gotta watch that. It's a great film. Serpico, I saw that was great too. Another underrated film. Definitely like enjoyed Serpico. I saw that like I want to say like 3 4 years on Netflix. I never seen it before, but that was a good film. You know, Dog's Day Afternoon, another good one. Saw that like 2 years ago for the first time. That was also I think that might have been Netflix. I saw that on or streaming. It was like one of those streaming apps. That was good. Frederick was good. Rap City, yeah, definitely. Rap City. I was watching that like back when they had Chris Thomas as the host. They used to call him the mayor, and then they went from Chris Thomas to Prince Dejour, and then he left, and they brought in Joe Clear. They had like many different hosts of Rap City. I saw Sea of Love once. I don't remember it though. Is that the one when he was blind? When Pacino was blind, and he was like going with Michelle Pfeiffer? That sounds familiar. Or Scent of a Woman. It was one of those films. Oh, that's yeah, Scent of a Woman. I saw that one. What's Sea of Love? Most of his films I've seen. That's Carlito's Way was good. Rappers who can sing very well. Mac Miller. He was good. Rest in peace to Mac. Better comedian, Bernie Mac or Eddie. I love Eddie, man. I grew up with Eddie. Hilarious comedian. I have that on my watch list on Amazon. Amazon. The Panic and Needle Park. I haven't seen that one yet, but that sounds good. Worst Mariah Carey song.
What's up, man?
What's your worst Mariah Carey song? Let me find. Let me know.
Worst one would be Loverboy.
Mm.
Oh,
And
you
glitter.
tripping?
I don't like glitter at all. So
Y'all already slipping, Q. Y'all already slipping.
Wow.
Just for that, that's gonna be on my top 100 R&B albums and shit.
Oh, but don't get me wrong though. I do like Glitter, the soundtrack.
Mm. I
All
don't
right.
remember nothing from it but Loverboy.
How you doing, Q?
I'm doing very good, man. I'm just sitting back, relaxed, chilling and stuff. Uh,
I gotta check out Sea of. Oh, Sea of Love. That's I don't know if I saw that. I might have saw that one.
oh, guess what I got, man?
What's that? What's that? What's that T-shirt you rocking?
Got hold on.
NWA. I see Snoop
Not
Dogg there. Snoop, Dre. Who's the other one? Cube.
yeah, Snoop Dre, Ice Cube.
Dope. Where you get that from?
I got it for my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any Given Sunday. That was a good one. I like that film.
Oh, with Jimmy Fox and
What do
LL Cool
you?
J.
Yeah, that's when they had a fight on the set of the movie.
Yeah, it's when they had a brawl.
Hmm. Where do you like to go for my birthday? I like to go bowling and to the movies and stuff like that. Go shopping. I like shopping.
Yep, same here.
Y'all like my H&IC snapback?
Oh wow. Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
going all out tonight, huh?
You said what?
Going all out tonight. Okay.
You know what kills me?
Hmm.
What's up?
Why do motherfuckers like to put Martin Luther King in like these Black History flyers like Twerker Fest and shit?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Oh, speaking of that, did you hear Rihanna got some backlash?
Yeah.
What you do?
She posted a picture of Martin Luther King in grills and
Oh
earrings and
no,
shit.
Lord,
Oh, no, man.
why?
That's disrespectful.
Well, she ain't from this country, so I don't think she
Yeah,
realized the impact.
yeah. I don't know. But this happened before.
Mm.
Nicki Minaj did the same thing. Did the same thing with Malcolm X. Remember that?
I don't
Who?
remember
Nicki Minaj
Oh,
disrespected Malcolm
don't,
X.
don't even get me started on that. Don't even
that.
get me started.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, let me
Crazy.
charge my phone and then we'll be able to start.
And Little Wayne too.
Beat the pussy
Yeah,
up like Emmett Till. Yeah, I remember that shit.
yeah, she's
Yes.
black, but I don't think she realized the impact. I don't think some of them realized the impact he had.
No, I don't think so.
Insomnia, yeah, I saw that one.
Black, white, indigo. That's fucked up.
Oh, Reg,
What's up?
do you remember that Busta Rhymes song on Back in My BS? What's the name of that song again? We can't they rap money.
Oh, Arab money
It's
with
trash.
Yeah.
Ether Boy.
I ain't let it.
Oh God.
Godfather 2, yeah, great.
Rob Bowles using auto tune.
That's
I'm
all he
blessed.
was using.
Trash.
Remember when One Browse was like popular for like 15 minutes and shit?
What you mean? He did hits. He has a lot of hits.
I mean, when he
I
was
don't
trying to be
think
a
I don't
rapper.
think he should have became a
Yeah,
rapper, but he's a dope producer.
Oh, I'm gonna tell BJ to get his ass on now.
What do you think of Swiss Beats? I think he fell off production wise.
I agree.
He's not the
I do
same.
not like his production now. It sucks.
Nah. What's that you showing me, Rich? What's that?
Just some
Sucks.
Hennessy.
Oh, Henderson. That's what you were drinking last night, right?
Now I was drinking Jack Daniels last
Oh,
night.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, difference. There's my chart. I have so I have to organize where I want to put my book bag tonight because I be having so much. I be putting everything in everything. Ugh.
So, great episode y'all did last night on A Different World.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
It was
Enjoyed
great.
that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Well, this is going to be a very controversial hip hop list.
It is. I mean, I don't see why. It's just our favorite picks.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, I'm ready whenever y'all are.
All right,
go.
let's go.
What's good, you too? How's everyone doing this lovely Wednesday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Trout with me.
What up?
We got our special guest. We got Q Marquise,
What's up? What's up, people?
and pretty much I did say we were going to do this on February 13th, but I ended up finishing the list early, so I want to do a Silk Sonic pretty much. So this is going to be the first part of the top 150 rap albums of all time. Whew. 15 weeks, 15 parts. So what made me want to do this list? So I guess I just wanted to see everyone's taste when it comes to hip hop, and just everyone always wants to do a top 100, but let me take it another step beyond. Let's do top 150, and everyone likes to talk about East, West, North, South, all this whole coastal shit and whatever. But at the same time, it was just like they will put it on the list, but they don't go in depth why they put it. They just put it there just to put it there. So that's kind of why I want to do it. Before I start, I have to say a couple things. Just because I don't put certain albums on this list does not mean I dislike the album. Just because I put a certain album ahead of another album, I have a reason why I do it. So I don't want to hear people say, "Well, I thought you said this was your favorite such and such album. Why you put it?"
This is the way I went about it is this is basically my favorites growing up. So whatever albums from the 80s or 90s or 2000s, these are the albums that were my favorite. These are the albums that I grew up with, the albums that I still play. That's how I went about it. We're not worried about what the internet got to say or what trends got to say. Oh, you don't have your music. I question your musical taste. I don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? Any albums that we discuss on this list is basically my favorites. So there might be various different albums from the same artist on here. There might not. That's the whole joy of knowing. I don't even know because I totally scrapped my list. So I'm going by week to week. That's how I'm doing it. So tonight is from 150 to 141, and these are my picks. And same with Reg.
Right, and pretty much it's going to be everything from 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 20 teens. Nothing in the 2020s yet. So let's get this shit started. My number 150. We're going to take it to the South. This was a group from No Limit Records. Pretty much put out this masterpiece right here. I'm talking about True with their third studio album, True. I don't know if dope. I don't know if I would call it a self-titled because they spelled it with TRUE, but fuck it. This is technically the self-titled. Fuck it. This album came out July 25th, 95 on No Limit. Very, very dope album in my opinion. This to me was their best album. Definitely, they went G-Funk. They leaned definitely more on the G-Funk with that one and shit like that. Masterpiece, C Murder, Sector Shocker, Mia X, cats like that, King George, definitely did their thing with this one. Love songs like Bout It, Living That Life, Another Day, Another Dollar, Three Strikes, Beats by the Pound, definitely did some of the best shit on this album and whatnot. Very glad I got this copy too because this album usually goes for a lot of money. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
All right, so we going like one by one.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 150. Love this album. I think this was the first rap album I ever discussed on my channel. I think it's highly underrated. I still feel like this album is better than their sophomore album, Black Sheep, A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, 1991. Big hit. The choice is yours. You know, they had Similac Child, they had Flavor of the Month. You know, but in the meantime, you know, they got a collab with a Q-Tip, La Minaj, fire album. Love the production. I wish that um Mr. Long got more mic time on this album, and instead he was able to rap more on nonfiction. But I don't care for that album. I think this album is still their best one,
Oh
and
wow.
this is making my list.
Yeah. I'm more for nonfiction, nigga. I'm not even gonna lie. But I hear your point about that. Definitely. So number 149 might be a very it might be a tough pick, controversial, but I don't give a fuck because a lot of people love to hate on this album, but I never I kind of get it, but you know what? It is what it is. It's LL Cool J's 14 Shots to the Dome.
Yes, I
You know,
love
Underrated.
that album.
yeah,
Definitely,
149.
that's his most underrated to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree on that part too. This came out March 30th of 93, 3 years after Mama Said Knock You Out. To me, it was like Mama Said Knock You Out on steroids, to say the least, and shit like that. Like he went in on this album. You know, it wasn't just Marley Marl
Mhm.
because you had people like Bobcat and QD3 and K Dep, who was Marley Marl's, understudy and shit like that. Like pretty much when you look at the songs compared to Mama Said Knock You Out, they're pretty much, some songs are just like sequels. Like the way I see it, like Stand By Your Man is like the equivalent to Around the Way Girl, or fucking Pink Cookie Plastic Bag is like the 6 minutes of pleasure. You know what I'm saying? How I'm Coming is pretty much Mama Said Knock You Out for that album. You know what I'm saying? But it also has him like getting real nasty, like with songs like Backseat of My Jeep. Not gonna lie, I kind of prefer the Easy Mo B remix of Pink Cookies. That's my personal opinion, but
Yeah,
yeah, that 14 shots definitely one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
and also what I like about that album, he went for more. He went for more gangster uh rap type sound, but same time, a lot of people hate on him for that because you got to remember at the time. Because remember at the time the West Coast was very dominant around the time. So I guess LL want to try a new sound with it, and you know, and it's very dope. That's yeah,
I think it was more hardcore than
more hardcore.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, '93 had a lot of dope hardcore rap albums that came out, but yes, for I don't know for whatever reason, it's not mentioned a lot with his other albums.
no,
You know,
but I'll say this: it's way better than the trash albums he put out in the 2000s.
I don't like none of them.
I mean,
So, yep, no.
uh, God.
Shit.
You still looking for albums?
You said what?
You still looking for your albums?
Yeah, I forgot to pull out one album. I know where it's at. It was just like moving all this crap. But I'm listening.
Okay, number 149. This artist made a couple albums, but it's he only got one good album in my opinion. You already know where I'm going with this. Mace, 97, Harlem World.
Oh
This
Hey,
goodness,
is truly his best album out of Double Up, out of that Welcome Back shit. His only good album. Let's be real about it.
right?
Okay, he had the biggest hits on here. Feel So Good, 24 Hours to Live, classic posse cut. The production was great. You know, I am gonna have some bad boy shit on here. So, but this was bad boy in the prime after Biggie passed away.
Yeah.
Mace was that nigga, and people forget Mace was that dude with this album. Classic.
Well, actually, believe it or not, I actually do like it up, even though I'm not the biggest Mace fan like that, but I do like that album.
Mace did his thing. He did his thing
Yeah,
for that shot him a short amount of time that he was there.
yeah. Cause this is around the time when the shiny shoe era was coming into play, like
Yep.
Puffy, Mace Run, or the shiny shoe,
Unfortunately, you know.
all that crap. Until DMX came out
Until
and
right,
just
right.
destroyed it.
And DMX is on the album, so
Yeah, yeah.
Give me one more second.
Yeah, even though that Welcome Back a double up album trash.
don't like it. Don't like it. Nothing
You
else
said
he
which
had.
album?
That welcome
Double
back
up
shit.
and Welcome Back.
Nah.
Oh God!
Yeah. I need my money back,
Garbage.
Mace.
All right.
Garbage.
Okay, I found my vinyl. I forgot to pull out my vinyls and shit. That was the issue, but my number 148. This is like the first Juice Crew album on this list. This guy, he recently passed away and whatnot. And his first album, he had a very good discography, but to me, the first album was what really got me into him. I have to go with Nobody Beats the Biz Marquis,
Yes.
going off.
Oh,
Rest
This
in
came out,
peace.
yes, rest in peace, on February 23rd, 1988. Some of Marley's best beats are on this album, in my opinion. Kane wrote the rhymes on this shit. Biz Marquis' talent as a beatbox, I mean, whole fucking album is just dope as fuck. This album, I'm not gonna lie, my appreciation came later on
mhm.
because I've always thought Biz Marquis, I mean, he's a comedic rapper, I get it, but at the same time, like, dude's a really good showman and shit. Songs like Make the Music with Your Mouth Biz, Picking Boogers, Vapors. I mean, Vapors to this day,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
timeless shit right here. Album has that basement feel to it, you know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope album. Classic album. Rest in peace.
Yep.
All right. Number 148. This is one of my favorite albums. Is a great debut in my opinion. One of the most underrated Rockefeller releases outside of a Jay-Z project. 2003 Philadelphia Freeway.
Ooh.
Classic
Ooh,
album.
dope album.
Production by Just Blaze and Bink. Kanye West is on this album. And he has features with Mariah Carey and Snoop Dogg. Nelly's on this album. I know how much you love Nelly. You know,
Believe it
I,
or not, I do. Believe it or not, I do like Nelly.
yeah, yeah.
To be
Nelly's on
honest,
here. PD Crack is on here. Whole State Property.
believe it or not, I do like.
Line 'Em Up was one of the first songs I heard before this album dropped on the mixtapes, and What We Do, classic collab with Beanie Siegel and Jay-Z. Underrated albums. Definitely had to have this on the list.
Yep.
Even though what we do is wrong. That's my shit.
Fire, love it.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's a dope pasta cut.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, this next album I don't have in my collection. I thought I had this album, but I actually have the second album. But when it comes to groups, especially groups in Jersey, I rarely hear these cats getting mentioned. I've done a review on this album, and to this day, it still kicks me. I didn't touch some of the other albums, but you know what? That's going to come very soon, and it's Poor Righteous Teachers, Holy Intellect.
oh, wow.
Came out May 29th, 1990. Very, very, very dope album. Like, I'm not the biggest Poor Righteous Teachers fan like that, but at the same time,
Right.
I like Wise Intellect, and I like they definitely have like a very different style. Like it was just the way they were rhyming and just with Tony D's production and whatnot too. It was just unique. Even though I felt like they had better albums like Black Business, Per Poverty, and of course on the New World Order album, this one was very influential. You know what I'm saying? Because it was talking about the 5% and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone knows that joint. Rock This Funky Joint. I personally love Strictly Ghetto. Time to Say Peace. You know what I'm saying? Speaking upon a black man. Of course, Shaquila. Everyone knows that one too. But yeah, holy intellect, poor righteous teachers. Where's Q at?
I don't know. I think he left.
Okay, I'll probably come back on.
Oh yeah, 147.
Yes, sir.
All right, 147. Underground legend, dope ass lyricist. His first album is highly underrated. I still believe it's his best one. We actually talked about this album on other podcasts we was a part of. 1996, Mad Skills from Where.
Mm.
This album, Reg, came out the same day as what? The Fugees
All eyes
and
on me in the
Tupac
score.
and All Eyes on Me. Yes, people forget that. They forget about this album. Production by Dilla, rest in peace. Nick Wiz, Easy LP, Buck Wild, Large Professor. Q-Tip is on this album. Classic album right here. If y'all haven't heard this, check this man out. Virginia's finest, Mad Skills.
Definitely. Um. Q said he had a phone call. Okay, I got you, Q. Well, this next album, a lot of people, love this album. I like it. I'm not like a per se big fan of this,
Right.
but this came out around the time when commercially he was doing his thing. Surprisingly, I might look crazy. I know a lot of people put this high up, but it's Busta Rhymes When Disaster Strikes.
Love it. I love it.
I like
Classic.
it. I like it,
You
but
like it, but you don't love it.
I don't love it.
Why is that?
It was a bit too commercial for some parts. So
He was a commercial artist at that point, though.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Trust me, but compared to like The Coming and ELE, it kind of had a little bit of filler. I didn't really care for like a lot of the tracks. I'm not gonna lie. That does not mean like I dislike it. You know what I'm saying? Because it has, of course, the Body Rock, which surprisingly that's actually my favorite track. Surprisingly,
Body Rock, the joint with Puffy and Mace.
yes.
Wow.
But it also has things we be doing for money.
Yes.
Part 1 and part 2, very dope. I like that. It has Turn It Up, but some versions it has the remix and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But thank God, with my version, I got the original version. Yeah,
yeah, because the remix is not on that one.
Yeah, I got the original. Thank God. I kind of prefer the original. With the Al
You don't like the
Green.
one with the Knight Rider beat?
Nah,
What?
I
What are you talking about?
I like the one with the Al Green sample.
Wow.
That,
See, I love Knight Rider, so
because the one with the Knight Rider sample was cool. I just heard it so many fucking times.
yeah. Well, after Buster and Timbaland came out with it, everybody started using it.
Shit.
And they came out with that like the same time. Like his video came out, and then Timbaland and Magoo came out with the same shit.
Wait, I didn't like the Timbaland Magoo version either. On some real shit.
Wow. I like the Buster one better though, but
yeah, I'm not the biggest Timbaland and Magoo like that. I'm just,
right.
but
Yeah,
I have
man.
a few of the albums. Surprisingly,
Right.
it was part of a lot.
Trash.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
Clutch,
anyway,
what's good? Salute.
Huh?
what's up, Clutch? But yeah, anyway, When Disaster Strikes, you know, it's a good album. I would still call it. It's an arguable classic and whatnot because this was his breakthrough album for the most part by some people. So, but yeah, compared to The Coming and ELE, and I like this more than Anarchy, even though Anarchy was dope too. But
yeah, Anarchy was dope.
Yeah, that was
Just
underrated album.
the first four albums and the Big Bang and ELE2.
Right. All right, number 146, an underrated rap group from Jersey, two dope MCs, Tame One being Redman's cousin, Elder Sensei. I did a review on this album on my channel like 2 years ago. Check it out if you haven't seen it. The first album to me is a classic. I played this a lot when I was a teenager. Still playing it now. Artifacts, Between a Rock and a Hard Place.
I hate that album.
Love I love this. Buck Wild, production by Buck Wild and T Ray. Redman is on this album as well. You know, they drop joints like Dynamite Soul, Wrong Side of the Tracks, Way Back, Flexi with the Tech. Classic album, man. Classic boom bap. Love it.
Mm. See, I heard it a while, but it never did. And I know a lot of people love it, but it never did anything for me. I don't know what it was.
Well,
To me,
to be honest with you,
you said what?
Sorry. I was about to say, well, actually, to be honest with you, I never even heard that album, to be honest.
It's dope. If you like boom bap,
But,
check it out.
But go ahead, Reg. What we're saying?
I was saying I kind of prefer like a little bit of the second album. I never even heard the second album in full and shit.
Second album was good too. That was good.
Yeah.
For real. All right. Yeah. So this next album, I don't have this next album in my collection, but when it comes to this album, surprisingly, this is the only Cash Money album on this list. Surprisingly, but when I think about this, I think about how grimy, lyrical it was. I'm gonna go with Juvenile with 400 Degrees.
Dope.
Very dope album, in my opinion. In my opinion, is his best album next to fucking G Code, in my opinion. Some of Manny Fresh's best production was on this. Like, I love If You're Gonna Ride With Me. That's my fucking shit. Of course, everyone knows Back That Ass Up, which everyone in the mamas know that fucking track, you know what I'm saying? I was at the whole beginning of this Shake Your Ass movement, whatever. Like Ghetto Children, Flossing Season. I love Ha, that and the remix with Jay-Z and shit like that. Yeah, man. You said what?
That's the first time I heard Juvie was the Ha song.
Right. Yeah, man. This one is a very, very dope album. It's actually the best-selling Cash Money album to date, which I didn't even know about. So,
right.
Interesting.
Okay, 145. This man, his birthday just passed. And he's no longer with us, but I think he was a phenomenal artist, one of the best artists in the 2010s. I love almost every project that he did, and definitely one of his last great projects. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. The Swimming album.
Okay.
A great album. J. Cole is on this album. She got Snoop Dogg on here. Love the production, real melodic. You know, joints like Self Care and Hurt Feelings, Ladders. Definitely one of the best Mac Miller albums. Salute.
Yeah, man, definitely very dope, very dope. I'm not the biggest Mac Miller fan and shit like that, but hey, he I'm not the biggest Mac Miller fan, but he definitely did his thing, and like I respect him more than other ones and shit. That's all I can say. All right, where we at right now? Yeah. Okay, 144. All right, so this album was actually the first hip hop album ever in my collection and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of tired of hearing this motherfucker in the news. You know, you guys already might know who I'm talking about, but it's Kanye West with Graduation. This came out September 11th, 2007. This came out the same day as 50 Cent's Curtis, where, you know, they had that little sales battle and shit like that, you know, where This album washed fucking Curtis, and I'm just gonna say it.
Yep.
Not only that, but the musical genius of this album is just unique. How he wanted to capture the electronic feel, like the stadium rock feel of this and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love songs like "Can't Tell Me Nothing," "Champion," fucking "The Glory," Barry Bonds. I like everything except for "Drunken Hot Girls" from Most Def.
Right.
I like everything, but this was still a good album. I love it. I
Right.
disagree with that, Ronnie. I feel like he had at least 3 good albums after this one.
Wow.
But I hear
Sam prefer Curtis over Graduation?
yo,
Well,
Frederick. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like UGK's Riding Dirty. I kind of prefer Super Tight over that one. I feel like Riding Dirty has some filler to it. But y'all fans of UGK?
yeah,
Definitely.
big fan of UGK.
Yeah.
And also, fun thing about Graduation is I actually had that album.
You had it? What happened?
Um, well, it's actually still on the dresser. I
Mm.
still have the CD and stuff.
Oh.
And I remember there was a poster of it
Hmm.
of him with the glasses and the bear.
Yeah.
I used to hang that up on the wall all
Yep.
the time.
Yep.
And yeah, that's a very dope album, I must say.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, 144. This is one of those albums I had on cassette back in the day, and I loved it. I played it so much. It was definitely one of my favorites from this group, and I was lucky enough to get it from on CD. Finally after all these years, and still think it's one of their best albums. I don't really feel like people mention it a lot compared to the some of the other albums, but to me it's a classic. 1991, De La Soul. De La Soul is Dead. Classic album. My favorite song is the first one, Oodles of Rose. Classic.
Yeah.
Peace Porridge. Roller Skating Jamming Saturdays. The skits, even the skits were funny on this album. Definitely gotta talk about this album. This album is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Definitely one of their best.
Yeah, man. We can definitely talk about that on your channel. Like I done a review on that years back and shit too.
You did? What did
So
you give it?
5 mics.
Of course.
Like conceptually, that's their best album in my opinion.
I think their first four they like their best. I love their first four. Anything after Stakes is High is like, hit or miss for me.
I can hear you, but I still think Blind Date, for the most part, was just as good. Well, not it was almost as good as the first 4.
Right.
Those 2000 to the AOI, those were questionable. I can hear what you're saying about that because they were trying to be on some other shit with that one. All right. So, okay, this one. Really can't wait to talk about this one. We're gonna go to the West Coast. This one is a West Coast album I never hear people talk about like that. When it comes to this rapper, I mean, this guy has at least maybe like 6 or 7 classics under his belt. I'm talking about the one, the only, Too Short, Shorty the Pimp.
Classic.
July 14, 1992. Again, this might be one of his darkest albums because he was going through like a lot of shit around this time. Like around this time, he actually got into a car accident where he was actually injured and a fan and stuff like that too. I think he was driving drunk. It was only unsung documentary and stuff like that too. So that kind of like clouded what was going on with this album. And so with this album, he was talking about like a lot of social issues like around this time too. Like of course, I want to be free. Talking about police brutality. So you want to be a gangster. that was on the Juice soundtrack and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And actually, this is actually the first album he did with Ant Banks too. In my opinion, Short's best producer. So I feel like this album, like, definitely one of my favorite Too Short albums and stuff like that. Might be my fourth. I'm gonna say fourth favorite for now.
All right, 143. This man, he I might have some other albums from him on this list at some point. Maybe I won't. I feel like this is his most underrated album ever in his whole discography, and I think his record label was to blame. They dropped the ball with this album. It was definitely a lot better than all that other shit that he came out with in the 2000s. And talking about Jay-Z Volume 1,
Ooh,
a
ooh,
solid album. Regardless of the Little Kim track, this is still a solid album. I still got this over 444. I still got this over Blueprint 2 and 3. I still got this over
same.
Magna Carta. A solid album. He hasn't made an album like this at all since then. He has no imaginary play on here. He has never made another song like Where I'm From. You know what I'm saying? You Must Love Me. Friend of 498. Face Off. Like, this album is hard. You know what I'm saying? This is the most underrated in the trilogy when it comes to In My Lifetime. I love Volume 2. That was my first one that I ever bought from him. That's a classic. But this one is right up there with Volume 2 for me. Volume 3 was dope, but it ain't touching Volume 1. This one is his most underrated album. That's just how I feel. Like, the production was great from the track masters and Primo, Clark Kent, he has Sauce Money's on here. Of course, Puffy and Kim is on here. Kelly Price. This is banging. Like, he had bangers. I blame the record label for not, and they promoted the album because I used to see the posters everywhere in Times Square, the stickers everywhere, people rocking t-shirts. They promoted this album. I think they picked the wrong singles. I don't think Sunshine should have been the first single. I don't think City Is Mine should have been a single. But, he made the mini movie and he, released other videos for those album cuts. Those should have been the official singles. When he did the video for Imaginary Player, they should have released it as a single. Same for Streets Is Watching. Same for Friend of 498 and Face Off. Those are the bangers on here. A Million and One Questions. This is his most underrated album. So how he don't like it, I don't know. That baffles me. But this is a great album.
Yeah, man. I see what you're saying on that one, man.
Yeah.
That's
Well, actually, the reason why he don't like that album, because he was going through a lot at the time. Biggie died.
So was everybody else. Puffy went through it. The Locks
Puffy
went through
too.
it.
Stuff
Faith
like
Evans
that.
went through it. That was his wife.
Yeah. So I guess that's why people just, I don't know, hate on that album. I guess he
I
just.
love it. If Biggie was still here, it still would have been a dope album. So I don't
Yeah.
blame Biggie's death on why it didn't sell.
No. Because regardless, it's still a dope album, in my opinion.
It's dope. Love it.
Yeah.
all right. It's on me.
Yeah.
This album, this will take you to the 2000s and whatnot. Pretty much one of his best albums and whatnot. Eminem Show from Eminem.
Yes. Love
Classic. Love that album.
This came out May 26, 2002. A very good album, in my opinion. It was just as good as Marshall Mathers LP and Slim Shady LP. This was the M album where he was just going in this time and shit like that. You got songs like White America, Cleaning Out My Closet.
Love it. Who but Eminem could do a song like that about their mom? Not too many artists could do that.
I'm sorry, mama.
I love
I
it.
never meant to hurt
That's
He
it.
was
you.
real as fuck to even do a song about his mother. I love it.
Shit. Superman, that's my fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I love that one
I
too.
can't be your Superman. You are
Mhm.
Superman.
Fucking
That's
Jermaine Dupri did say what you say.
Mhm.
Business. I mean, yeah, this album has some heat. Though. I ain't gonna front. I love this shit.
oh, oh, what about Jermaine? Fuck Jermaine. You can mind no Timberland's name.
JD didn't want that smoke, man.
Don't read your little interview. See what you're saying. I'm a giant.
Oh,
When I'ma see you, I'ma step on you.
you
Not
know the
even know
lyric?
it's a midget. Mini, little bunch of mini yous running around backyard swimming pools
What? You know the
on my
lyrics? I'm
8-minute record
surprised.
sold. And I ain't got to do it with 10 or 11-year-olds.
I'm surprised you know that. I thought you just quote all Tupac stuff all day. So
Yeah, not just him, man, but
that's
other
dope.
rappers too, man.
Well, I would like to see more of that from you besides Tupac.
All
You
right.
know, you quoting Eminem. That's just like surprising me right now.
So what you say is what you say. Say what you say. You may be saying it.
And you doing the whole song right now.
For real.
So who you think you're playing with, huh?
All
It's
right,
dope.
all right.
All right, 142. This rapper's from the West Coast. He's no longer here. I loved the stuff that he did while
Midget.
he was here, his mixtapes and everything. Gave us a dope ass debut album. Nipsey Hussle, Victory Laps,
Oh,
five
okay.
mic
Oh,
classic,
classic.
5 mic classic right
I love
here.
that album.
I love it. Everything about it, the production, the features, the songs, the lyricism from Nipsey. You know, one of my favorites is Loaded Bases with CeeLo,
Around, but
produced by Jake One. Fire beat, rap niggas, um, everything on here. Like, it's a phenomenal album, and it's a shame that he's no longer here with us, but he left us a 5 mic classic. Definitely had to be on the
right,
list.
right. Yeah,
Definitely.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Nip.
Yeah, Neighborhood Nip.
Neighborhood Nip.
All right. Well, my last pick. I know a lot of people put this like maybe top 20, top 10 sometimes.
Pools.
I like it. I don't like it as much as fan bases of his discography, but it's main source with the Breaking Adams album.
Oh,
Dope.
Yeah, very dope album. I love it, especially songs like Looking at the Front Door. Um, Watch Roger Do His Thing, Just a Friendly Game of Baseball, and of course the Live at the Barbecue and whatnot. It's a good album and shit. It's not among my favorite works Large Professor has done because I know a lot of people regard it very high, and I get it, but it's still like an influential album when it comes to hip hop and whatnot. Even the album cover was like on some science fiction kind of shit. Like,
mhm.
yeah,
Wow,
man.
yeah.
But once Large Professor left main source, I just stopped checking for it. I didn't care for the fuck what you think album. That
And
those
yeah. And also the album is featured the first appearance of Nas.
Yep.
Streets stifle, my raps is trifle. I shoot slugs so against like a rifle.
What you quoting Nas too? Wow. Okay.
When I was 12, I
On
went
the
to
list.
help smoking Jesus.
Dope. All right, my last one.
On my right is trifle.
Then my last one is a great album. I was deciding if it was gonna be a part of this list or higher, but I do feel like over the past couple of decades, this album is overhyped as fuck, and I need to know why it's overhyped. Because when this album came out in '96, it was not hyped like that. It was a great album, but I feel like a lot of over the years, it's like I feel like people take this album like it was such a game changing album. Like there wasn't groups before, that came out with classic albums. You know what I'm saying? I love this. I love this album. It's definitely a 5 mic classic. I saw this group in concert before they broke up. The Fugees, the Score, 5 mic classic.
I
But it is
The
an
only good
overhyped
album.
fucking album,
It's
and I don't
overhyped.
understand why. Why is it overhyped?
I
Because I feel like people act like the Fugees discovered water or some shit.
thank
Like
you.
there wasn't
Thank
groups like
you.
De La and Tribe and Cypress Hill and
The
Outkast
root.
and Mobb Deep and the Roots that was dropping classics before them. What is such a game changer about this album? I need to know. Somebody
And
got to tell me.
you know what? Try. Usually, I would sometimes go crazy, but I actually have to agree with you on this one
It had
because
one good fucking album. One.
I love the Fugees, but to me, the score compared to other albums from '96, like All Eyes on Me, It Was Written, AT Aliens,
Exactly. Those are better.
it was better. It's
Those
when
are
I
better.
still put it maybe top 10 of
I
rap
agree.
albums of '96.
Yes,
Yeah, but it's
definitely.
not in my top 5. In my,
I feel like it's almost like the minute the Fugees came out with this album, like they showed the blueprint all of a sudden to how to make a classic album for groups. Like, come on. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it. Like yes, back then when we came out, it was a phenomenal album. But over the years, and especially with social media, it's like I'm like, y'all act like the Fugees were like the first rap group ever.
No, they're not.
and,
You know,
and it's
you know what I'm
crazy
saying?
because I hate to cut you because y'all called this album a hip hop classic, but nobody talks about the hip hop tracks on the album.
Exactly.
Zealots,
Exactly.
Cowboys, Family Business.
Mhm.
Y'all always talk about Killing Me Softly,
Exactly.
Ready or Not. You know why? Because Lauren, y'all talk about the songs Lauren sings more than the songs Lauren raps more.
Right. Lauren did her thing lyrically on like How Many Mics. I love
Oh
that
my!
song. That they should have a video for How Many Mics. That's my
That should
favorite
have been
song
a
on there.
single.
Definitely.
The
You know what I'm saying? She
show
did her
talking
thing
about
on
the
Fuji.
Apollo performance of that too.
Right. She did her thing on, Fuji Live and Cowboys. Those are great. But they only talk about Killing Me Softly and Ready or Not. Like it's not a 2-track album, people.
I'm tired of Ready or Not. It's I
Yeah.
basically
Yeah,
It's,
I'm tired of
it's
that
not a
song.
2-track album, and she's not. This is not her solo album. She had 2 other people with her on this album.
niggas.
And it's like they just it got out of hand when people felt like like this was such a game changer. Why was it such a game changer? For what? If
You know what?
anything, they learned their mistake from that horrible Blunted on Reality album. But I don't consider it a game changer when it comes to rap groups.
Niggas don't know they dissed Jay with the Damager on that album.
Yeah.
They were throwing shots at Pac. Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah, and also,
You see
speaking
how I
of
talked
that,
about Pac? He jumped right. Let me stop. I'm sorry.
speaking of that, all right. Well, okay. Speaking of that, Pac had a response track to the Fugees
Yeah.
called "When We Ride the Enemies." When Pac had this line, what do you say? Um, uh, Heard the Fugees try to do me. Look, bitch, cut your face in the motherfucking movie. Then we watched the other 2 die slow. Cast 1 red tender, my motherfucking style so bad, so ready more. Turn me my foes, I can't stand you hoes. But this my fucking trick shot. My lips want all you cowards out of hip hop.
Meanwhile, you got Wyclef on DJ Vlad trying to downplay the whole beef with them and Pac. I'm like, Pac clearly called y'all out by name.
He did.
Right.
And another track people don't fucking talk about. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up right quick because
yeah, man. So I don't get Wyclef trying to downplay the beef and trying to act like him and Pac were cool, but Pac called you out.
The Mask.
You didn't say nothing to him.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, I agree with you.
It's a great album, but I'm like, like there's a lot of other albums that's better than the score.
Solar Night.
Exactly. That's why I put it where it's at right now. It's lower on this list. Like,
right.
I don't think it's better than Cuban Link or the Chronicle Doggy Style. So
hell
no. Be in top 10.
It's not even better than Muddy Waters.
And also not better than All Eyes on Me or
I don't think it's better than All Eyes on Me either.
Right, I agree. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Q. I feel like Machiavelli is better than All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I disagree. No.
Oh, come on.
With that one, I disagree.
Come on now.
Machiavelli is dope. I don't think it's better than All Eyes on Me though.
That was the album he wanted to make on Death Row. Let's no capping.
It's dope.
I feel like the Outlaws ruined a lot of tracks on certain
I don't think so.
I agree.
I love the Outlaws, but I think the Outlaws were better with him. I don't think they're the same without him.
I think they were just trash with or without him. With or without
Oh
you,
Lord. So
I'll
you don't like
still be
Hold up.
trash.
So you don't like Hail Mary? That had the Outlaws on there.
They
Yeah,
I only like
Hail Mary.
Pac's verses on Hail Mary. I did not like their verses.
What?
I've always said this.
That's blasphemy.
The only songs they really
Unintended.
worked well was when they were on the Dramacidal,
Mm.
when they did that Outlaw track. Just like Daddy, they were decent.
That was dope.
All About You, they were decent.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
He didn't kill
No.
him.
Nah.
But that's 90% of his stuff had the Outlaws on it though.
My point exactly.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my favorite tracks with All Eyes on Me are without the Outlaws.
Mm.
But I'm going to get into that like weeks ahead.
Right.
I'm not going to.
Right.
Weeks ahead.
Machiavelli was dope. I still feel like All Eyes is a better album though. But
Like Pac went Malcolm X on Machiavelli. Shit.
He did.
Like
Oh yeah, I heard.
Toss it up.
Yes.
Where he's taking shots at Dre on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of got in the beef with Teddy Riley's shit too.
Right.
Oh yeah, remember that.
Sam liked Thug Life over Machiavelli.
I can't get mad about that.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that. Thug Life is a very underrated album. Nobody talks about.
It is. It's dope.
Nobody talks about that album.
But this was the dope first part. I feel like this was more tamer than what's going to come. But the next part two we're gonna do part 2 on Sunday.
Which how many we doing? Like from 140 to
131.
Okay.
Every episode is gonna be 10 albums.
Right.
So I got a question for y'all. And I'm gonna be up. Do y'all feel that LL had weak production on 14 Shots to the Dome compared to what Marley Marl was doing to the youngsters and Lords of the Underground?
No, I don't think so.
I think K Def was in his bag on a lot of those projects. You know, the Youngsters No Mercy and the Real Life album and Well Renowned. Even though did that album ever get released? The Well Renowned album?
I don't think so.
I have no idea.
Sabi, she never got released, and he was doing stuff for her, and they were just spreading. They were like a good combination. You know what I'm saying? It was Marley Marl and K Def, and I feel like they gave LL some bangers on that album. You know?
Yeah. Well, actually, like I said before, 14 Shots to the Dome is way better than the 2000s album he put out. Except for Goat, the last good album.
That's his last listenable album.
Yeah.
To me.
Because the other albums like 10 Definition, Todd Smith.
Todd Smith has some joints because it reminded me of like Mr. Smith, but like Definition and all, I don't like none of those other albums.
Trash.
No good.
I don't like the Goat album.
You don't like the Goat album?
What?
No.
Yeah, I had some joints, man.
It was decent, but it wasn't anything special.
Oh yeah, and I also don't like Exit 13.
I never even listened.
We'll talk about Exit 13.
All right.
It's gonna be a double review.
Oh God.
Exit 13 and 10, just to knock those two out the park.
Yeah.
Just knock me out with some liquor.
You said what?
Just knock me out with some liquor while you're at it.
Yeah.
Who's the best producer? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who's the best producer on Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt? Ooh.
Ski.
DJ Premier?
Yeah. Ski was the best.
It's Ski, Primo, then Clark Kent for me.
Blueprint 2. I don't like Blueprint 2 at all.
Get out.
Me neither. It's trash.
Dog doo-doo.
I would have threw it away back in the day.
Well, actually, yeah. I don't. What? Young Jeezy?
Oh, Lord. He's not making my list.
No.
Oh, God.
But yeah, like I said about Blueprint 2, I don't know. That was a weak double album. It was the worst. double album in hip hop, in my
Did not
opinion.
like it.
No,
Did not like it.
especially
What's the one song everybody mentioned from that is the "You Don't Know" remix. That's it.
right.
It is a remix.
Never in history. Nobody mentions "Ballad of a Fallen Soldier" or "Meet the Parents." Them shits was trash.
Yeah. especially
You know,
03 Bonnie and Clyde,
trash.
Hobie baby.
Trash.
trash.
I don't like those songs at all.
Well, first of all, I don't know why Jay-Z made a remake of a Tupac song in the first place. When
You shouldn't
Tupac
have been
never
allowed
made
to
one.
even sample that song.
Yeah. So for him to do a remake of a Tupac song, I don't know. That was disrespectful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bunch of dogs.
Excuse me, miss. No.
Excuse me, miss. What's
And
your name?
I
Come
love the
in.
Neptunes. I just thought that song could have went to somebody else but him.
Yeah. Lady.
No.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
I swear, whenever Pharrell gets in that little James Brown mode, I'm turned off.
Yeah.
Mm. Give that shit to Justin Timberlake or somebody else.
Oh God.
That would have been a real hit, not Jay-Z. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, Sam. Streets Disciple is better than Blueprint 2, but I still have some issues.
Even that has some joints I ain't care for on there.
Yeah, we'll talk
Like
about
what?
it.
I never heard that album.
That what's that shit he did with Busta? Suicide Bounce? Trash. That is the worst Busta feature ever. Out of anything he's done. Terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The beat was bad, the song was bad. I'm like, what is this shit I'm hearing? Some Mad Max fucking thing they were trying to do. Trash. What's that? Metallica? Oh god. Are we reviewing that?
No, we already talked about this.
Oh, why you showing me?
Just to fuck with you.
Thieves Theme. That's one of my favorite songs on there. Thieves Theme and Bridging the Gap with his pops.
That's the only song I heard from that album.
He got nominated for a Grammy for that song, Bridging the Gap.
Oh, okay.
Him and his pops performed it at the Grammys that year. But nah, they had some joints, but that wasn't even a great double album.
Well, might have been forgettable. Forgettable double album.
Blueprint 2 is forgettable for me.
Yeah.
That shit is
Both are
forgettable.
forgettable.
Oh, this is a dope question from Cruz. Harlem World or Money, Power, Respect?
Harlem World.
Harlem World?
Yeah.
Harlem World.
The
But Money, Power, Respect kind of grew on me in recent
the
years.
Rough Riders album is their classic to me. That's their real album.
Tries calling the Jadakiss album a classic.
Yeah, that's their only classic. We Are the Streets. That's their only classic to me.
Yeah. Money, power, respect, it right. That's my favorite verse on that song is DMX. When he comes in, when he
The
says
Clips? Hell fucking no. Nah.
Yeah.
For what album?
the Clips?
Hell fucking no. Excuse me, Mr. The Clips? Nah. That wouldn't have been for them.
Who?
It could have been the best beat on More Than Willing.
Hell fucking no. Nah,
Stop.
I hear Justin over that beat, not the Clips.
What happened now?
Excuse me, miss? I don't know. They would have sounded terrible on that beat.
Oh, the Clips?
Yeah.
It
wouldn't fit with none of their albums though. Like they had hard shit. They didn't have no sappy R&B shit like that.
Yep. No lovey-dovey R&B. That crap. Grinding.
I'm gonna stay on till about probably 12:45. I might go to Cookout and shit.
You going to a cookout?
No, it's a restaurant called Cookout.
Okay.
That album is a real album. Like Swiss Beats was in his bag on that album. You know.
All right. Well, I want to ask y'all a question. What is your favorite Clips album? I know, Reg, you're not a big fan of Clips, but
Hell Hath No Fury.
okay, Hell Have No Fury.
That's my favorite too.
That's a dope album.
Yeah. They took it up another notch with the production on that one.
Yeah,
They first two are my favorites, Lord Willing and Hell Hath No Fury.
yeah. And also, I didn't like Until the Casket Drop.
That was alright. It had
Ooh,
some joints on there. It wasn't
that was
great.
solid.
Yeah, that's right. Favorite Mob Deep album?
Hell,
Infamous.
Hell on Earth.
Infamous.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite is, well, actually, I have three Mob Deep albums are my favorite, and I'll tell you.
The song
Infamous.
with the song with the Locks and Kelly Price had Jay-Z on it. What song is that? Which one?
I don't know.
Infamous. Infamous is your favorite?
Yeah, Infamous is my favorite. Hell on Earth is my second, and Murder Music third. Third
Those two.
comes in
Those
third
three are like
place.
my favorites.
Yeah,
Those three are my favorites.
because well, actually, because on the other albums, the 2000 albums, I don't know, they kind of lost their touch a little bit. But
Infamy is a solid album.
a
I
little
like
bit.
that one. I like a lot of their mixtapes. They were dropping a shitload of mixtapes at that point.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, and also, Try, you were telling me they have a,
West Coast mixtape.
West Coast mixtape.
Yeah. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I actually heard it last week, and that was fire.
What did you think about like Prodigy spitting over Tupac beats and all
That was good. Good for him.
that? Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
he's showing respect to Pac.
Right.
You know. So
After they done diss them on Drop a Gem on them.
yeah, I never said his name, but
Right. That was my biggest thing. I mean, because they said Jay-Z's name, they never said Pac's name.
no.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that.
Uh, But I did hear Prodigy said in the interview, one of the last interviews, he said, he said, uh, he said, if Pac was alive, him and Mobb Deep was Squad to be if him probably would have worked together.
That would have been great. Tupac and Mob,
Dope,
that
yeah.
would have been great.
I mean, I mean, I mean, you guys, imagine Pac on Havoc beats.
That would have been crazy. Definitely.
That would have been dope. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a lot of mixtapes. The Free Agents mixtape, the West Coast mixtape. They did mixtapes with I think Who Kid when they signed with G Unit. They were just like flooding the streets with a lot of mixtapes.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I only heard the West Coast mixtape.
Mm.
Do you got any Mobb
Listen to
Deep
the Free
mixtape?
Agents. I actually have the Free Agents mixtape. Actually, it's right here. Free Agents mixtape.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
check
actually
it
got
out.
this in Harlem. I had to go to Harlem to get this because the Brooklyn stores didn't have it.
Okay.
But it has like they rapped over like right back at you and shook ones, but it was like all new lyrics, and they
Mm-hmm.
got like a lot of new songs like double shots with Big Noid and what can I do, favorite rapper, paid in full. This is their best mixtape to me, like and this is an official one, like it was released in stores.
Okay.
So check this one out. Check out you already checked out the West Coast one. Check out
Yeah.
the all the G Unit mixtapes they did with Who Kid, because they have like a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
So it should be on YouTube, or maybe Dat Piff might still have some of them.
All right.
But yeah, their mixtapes are great.
All right. Thanks, my brother.
Yeah,
I will check it out. Thanks, man.
yeah, yeah. The USA joint too. That was a mixtape called Pledge of Allegiance or something like that. That
Yeah.
was a dope one. Yeah, all their mixtapes are fire.
Yeah. And well, actually, you guys correct me. Well, actually, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Was Murder Music was originally bootlegged?
Yes, yeah, I had
Yes.
it. I had a bootleg for that. They had like different tracks that were left off of the official release, like "Feel My Gap Blow" that was on that album, and they had some other joints that were leaked to the streets or whatever. But I mean,
Mm,
I still love Murder Music is a classic. You know, the retail version was great. The bootleg joint was great. You know,
yeah. Well, they actually have Murder Music on YouTube,
yeah, it's on there.
and also they have what they have Hell on Earth and Infamous, and recently they put up America's Nightmare on there.
I had some joints. I like that album.
Right.
I had some joints on there.
Y'all
Dr.
ready
Dre, the
for
Chronic, or the Predator.
Um,
Chronic?
Chronic,
Chronic,
Chronic. Even though I do love the Predator,
great album.
you know.
It's mine. Yeah, I love that joint. Marvin and Nas. That video that Hype Williams did.
To me, it's the joint with Coogee Rap for me.
Yeah, it's the realest. That should have had a video too. That was the first beat Alchemist gave them.
Exactly.
Crazy joint.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, they have a lot of dope tracks on that album.
Yeah,
That's an album I can only listen to at night. Tony.
right.
And I was just talking to Coogee about that because
Hmm.
we were talking about Smith and Wesson's The Shining,
Hmm.
and I feel kind of awkward listening to certain albums in the
Yeah, man.
daytime because The Shining had that
Yeah.
grimy feel to it, like everything from hallucinations to Soundboy Burrell.
Yes. Definitely.
Uh, are you talking about the movie or what?
No, you're talking about the Smith and Wesson album, the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me play Hallucination right now, man. Hold on. Fuck Good
So
Time.
some of those albums are made in like the dead of winter time when we used to
Yes.
have like 12 feet of snow over here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those are like our worst winter seasons back in the 90s.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have you have you have you have you have a winter storm out there in New
Nah,
York.
we don't get winter storms like that no more. But in the 90s it was bad. Like we used to get like a foot of snow and the shit you'd be
Okay.
like still melting when Memorial Day is here. It's like we still got snow on the ground.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those like 90s rap albums were made during those terrible winter storms.
uh,
You know,
yeah.
if you look at the videos like Black Moon, I Got You Open, that was made during the wintertime.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying they all wearing goose downs or like in the park and everything. Like they all of those videos were made during the wintertime.
Hmm. Interesting.
You know, it was crazy storms back then.
Yeah. Well, it actually, well, well, it actually never snows here in Sacramento
Right,
or
of course,
snows
man.
here in
Y'all don't get that.
California at all.
Y'all barely get rain out there.
Uh, well, sometimes we do get rain, but not uh, but not what's called
Yeah,
snow.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
yeah. We had a lot of Timberland wearing, Sam. We had to wear a lot of Tims back then.
Walking down the street, watching you like God.
So I wanted to ask you guys this question: what is the worst Timberland album and worst Timberland beat you ever heard?
Oh, Jesus.
What's Timberland album from
Yep,
him? From
yep,
him?
yep, yep.
Shock Value 2. Uh, some of those artists like Nickelback, the lead singer from Nickelback and JoJo.
Ugh.
I didn't like those songs that
Okay.
he did.
Just those artists alone, I'm just like, God.
I don't. Well, I like a lot of the Nickelback songs, but they didn't sound right over his production though. They have to actually sound right. You know, like how he when he worked with Nelly Furtado. That was actually a banging album that he did for. But a lot of those like combinations that he had, I'm like, nah, he's trying to be too different with that lineup. As far as like
Yeah,
worst Timberland beat, I don't know if I even heard of worst Timberland beat, but probably the shit that he did on Blueprint 3, that all of them throwaway tracks.
garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, Dirt Off Your Shoulder.
Nah, I love that song.
What? You don't
You
like Dirt Off
bugging.
Your
What?
Shoulder?
I never liked that.
You like the album, but you don't like the song.
That's one of my least favorite songs from the Black Album.
Wow.
Ah, come on.
One of his most
That song's
overrated.
banging, man.
Yo, tripping.
Come on.
Compare, listen to Shock Value 2.
I,
Dirt Off Your Shoulder is way better than anything he got on that album.
his best beat for Jay was nigga what nigga who from
Come
Volume
on,
2.
man.
Love that
Did you
song.
forget
His
about
best
Big
beat.
Pimpin'? You forgot about Big Pimpin'?
Okay, his second best
Lobster
beat.
and Scrimp, The People's Court. It's not even released.
Hey, listen, there's so many. I said what I said. Just how the simplistic beat, especially that's even like Jay-Z's best flowing song, one of his best flowing songs. Like,
Yes, it was great.
nigga went
I
back
mean,
to his
we can
originator
make a
style.
whole episode of best Timberland beats produced by Jay-Z.
You said what?
Okay, we could do a whole episode with best Timberland joints for Jay-Z. Because he has so many. Hey Poppy, that's underrated.
True.
Memphis Bleak is
I'd
back on that
rather
joint.
shit. I'd rather do fucking Just Blaze, but Timberland's cool.
Worst. Hold up, Sam. You think Money Cash Hoes is one of the worst Swiss beats?
Oh,
No,
you
I
bugging.
disagree.
What?
You bugging.
Disagree.
And I'm not even a Swiss Beats fan like that. Like,
Yeah. DMXY09, Jigga, my nigga.
this nigga knows.
Y09.
This nigga's rapping tonight.
Yeah, and for once it's not about Pac. I'm liking it.
Okay.
Is that your chick was made for Puffy? I didn't even know that. And Puffy wouldn't. He would have sounded bad on that
Hey,
song.
my nigga.
So it's just as well that he didn't go to Puffy.
And
Why did he pass up on that anyway? I'm just curious to know why. Why did Puffy pass up on Is That Your Chick?
I don't know. I don't like Puffy anyway.
Crazy.
I
Crazy.
care less. Care less. Is that
Alright.
so shit?
I thought you said I was the worst Swiss beats. Somebody said worst Swiss beat. I thought he said Money Cash Hoes.
Well, to me, the worst Swiss beats is worst beats he did is his later a later production.
I don't like nothing from Swizz after on to the next one. I think that was like his last great track. I don't like nothing else after that.
I
So
wasn't on
anything
this
after
song.
Blueprint that he did.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I wasn't feeling on to the next one at first.
You didn't like it?
Yeah. At first I didn't, but it kind of grew on me.
Worst Jermaine Dupri beat? Shit,
I don't think
know.
Jermaine Dupri have a bad beat.
It's been a long time since I heard anything good from Jermaine. I
Everything.
don't know. No, not everything.
Anything from the Bomb album.
No.
No.
Funny.
Okay, you like that album too?
Yeah. That's it's the only album I do like. To be
Wow,
honest.
there might be something I'm missing because that was like some dollar store death row shit.
Yeah, because I remember you said what in the Janet Jackson in the review.
Yeah,
you said Jermaine Dupri was biting off Death Row early
hell
on.
yeah.
Stop that, man.
Right?
Timberland secretly gave it to Jay to record behind Puffy's back.
This beat is better than anything Jermaine Dupri did and shit.
What beat?
What beat is that?
Big Mike having things.
Oh Lord, did he produce it himself?
I want to say, let me see who produced this shit. And then the dollar store, Death Row.
Started up and shocked the world.
Dollar Store Death
What
Row.
songs are that from? That ain't from Hunger for More. From Lloyd Banks. I don't even know those songs.
So, Reg, do
Pimp C.
you?
Pimp C
Huh?
produced it.
Yes.
So Pimp C is a better producer than JD now.
Better producer than Jermaine Dupri?
No, that's what you that's what you're implying.
Yeah, Pimp C is a
No,
better producer than Jermaine
no,
Dupri.
no,
Listen to the
no. He's
Super
not.
Tight
I
album.
disagree.
It's dope, but he ain't fucking with JD.
Oh, come on. Pimp C's.
Jay Z
Y'all
is a
need, y'all need
super
to stop
dude.
sleeping on Pimp, man. Pimp was that.
So Pimp C was doing shit for Jagged Edge and for Escape and
He don't
for
have to do shit for Jagged Edge and Escape.
what JD crossed all genres. So what
Okay,
did Pimp
well,
C
that's
do?
Jermaine Dupri, but I can still like Pimp C more than Jermaine
Yeah,
Dupri.
okay. I don't think he's a better producer than Jermaine, but he
That's
was dope.
cool.
Was Pharrell beat?
Oh, shit.
Oh God.
Grinding.
I don't know.
Grinding.
It ain't too many
Grinding?
ain't too many Pharrell beats that I don't like.
Really? Grinding?
Of course he was.
I'm more for 96, 94 to 98 Neptunes, nigga. I'm not a. Like, when they were doing shit for SWV, that's my shit.
When they were
Oh.
underground.
Yeah,
Oh.
underground.
Oh yeah.
When they got flashy, I didn't care for them.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, Troy. Remember you was telling me
What album?
about
2010. Was that Hunger for More 2? I don't even remember Hunger for More 2.
Lloyd Banks.
It wasn't that great. If it was, I would remember it.
Started up. Started up.
That song, Fab had the best verse on that song. I remember that song from the Clue tapes, but that wasn't no great album.
And also, to be honest with you, that wasn't no.
That was on Banks' album. I don't even remember that shit.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, that wasn't no great Swiss beat either. That beat was trash.
I didn't even know that was Swizz that did that.
That beat was trash.
I said anything after Blueprint 3. When did Blueprint 3 come out? 2009, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 2009.
Exactly. Okay, so anything after on to the next one, I ain't care for.
Oh yeah, and also Swiss beats ad libs annoys me.
I don't have a problem with his ad libs. I think his ad libs is just like to get the listen to hype, but I'm talking about his production.
Yeah.
His production is drastically changed from DMX is Dark and Hell is Hot to when you listen to that his own album was that Poison album, and he had like all his fucking mellow artsy fucking acapella track. I'm like, come on,
Okay.
you're already trying to do what people have already done already.
It's showtime. Okay.
Best early track masters track. Chub Rock, Yabba Dabba Doo.
Ill Street Blues.
That was fire too.
Mariah Carey. What's that song that they produced for her? Shit.
They produced a lot for her.
Yeah. I'm trying to think top of my head.
Just another young nigga having fun. Better ad-libs.
Better ad libs.
Swizz.
Hmm.
Yeah, Puffy talk too much.
Yeah.
I like Swizz because Puffy sound like he's masturbating on the track.
Right?
Yeah, I can agree on that. I can agree on that. At least Swizz has better ad libs than Puffy. Puffy ad lib is so annoying.
Showtime?
Showtime. Oh yeah, I forgot one other producer, Jazzy Faye. Ladies and gentlemen.
He always said that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Jazzy Faye was that dude.
Yeah.
Swizz had a song featuring Rakim and Jadakiss used the same beat for. I don't even know that song.
He produced a song for Rakim.
What song was that? I don't even know that song.
What did y'all think about uh that Busta Rhymes Eminem song "I Hurt You"? Y'all remember that
On the
song off the
mixtape?
Big Bang?
On the mixtape?
Yeah,
It was alright.
right. Yeah, Eminem sounded like he was on drugs on that song. All right. Well, let me ask you this: what is Dr. Dre's worst beat?
Shit. What's his worst beat? Anything off of Compton.
Okay.
Did not like that album. No.
Yeah.
Drake got a couple. He got a
Okay.
couple.
What about DJ Quick?
Justify My Thug.
I actually like that. I like that beat you did.
Just find my
You
Doug.
You would think,
know.
you would think he would give him some of his best shit. I'm just like, really quick? Just what we doing quick?
Oh my lord.
That's like the only bad beat I've ever heard from DJ Quick, and
So,
that's
so you don't like that, and you don't like Dead Off Your Shoulder from the same album,
yeah. Oh,
but you like the album.
I mean, I like the album, but I like the album, but there are some fillers. It's not the. It's his most quotable album. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really, you think so?
Yeah, hella
It's most
niggas,
quotable.
because hella niggas took shit from that album, quotables from that album.
Well, he took shit from Biggie, so is both Biggie albums quotable? You know,
To be honest, I like the Gray album, the Danger Mouse
you
mix
like that
more
one?
than the original, and that's saying something.
You don't like this that already? Didn't somebody say Axis versus Neptune's beat? Same shit.
Who? Who said that?
Pharrell beats the same thing.
Another
Oh,
song I hate.
Mhm.
okay, go ahead.
My first song.
You didn't like that?
Nah, I did
You just
not.
didn't like the album then.
No, I like 99 Problems. What more can I say? PSA. Um,
I can't stand
Change
99
Clothes.
Problems now. It gets overplayed.
Encore. Yeah, it's just like three or four songs I didn't care for.
Best 45 King remix?
Uh,
Paid
I
in
don't know.
full.
yeah.
I may answer a few more people because I do gotta go get something to eat. I'm hungry.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay, one more thing. Uh, worst Havoc beat?
Worst Havoc beat?
No,
Yeah.
never.
Does he have any bad
Anything from
beats?
his no, he has some track. He has some shit.
Okay.
I didn't like that whole 13 album he did. I didn't like none of those beats on there.
Oh wow.
I don't even think I heard that shit.
Then I like it. Even that last Mob Deep album, that infamous shit, I didn't like that album.
Uh, well, I never heard it, but
Yeah, it wasn't
I
good.
don't know.
Tim and Bob, yeah, remember them?
Oh yeah. Do you want to know who was the worst producer of all time?
Who's the worst producer?
Wyclef.
Damn.
Wyclef? No, I disagree.
And Eminem.
Compared to, there's a lot of producers now that sound like trash.
Yeah.
Compared to Wyclef,
These niggas just get beats from YouTube and call themselves producers. I'm not. I've heard the same beats in like every song on the radio. I can't even tell who produced what these
right?
days.
Right.
And also another whack producer is Eminem.
Compared to these producers now, he's not the worst. I've heard worse than him.
I'm not gonna lie. Eminem had some dope shit from Eminem's show.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. And the Eight
Yeah, he
Mile
does.
soundtrack.
right.
Yeah.
And who did Renegade? Eminem.
Yep.
Yep, people forget that.
And that's
But
a classic.
yeah. But his worst production, I would have to say, is Lower to the Game and
Oh,
what is it? Uh, Moment of Clarity.
I like Moon and Clarity.
That I actually did like. That was decent.
Okay. Oh yeah, and also Tupac and Biggie song that he did, "Running, Dying to Live." I don't like that either.
Yeah, I like the original version of that.
Yeah,
Redman is a dope producer.
underrated producer, Redman.
Who used the Freedom sample better, Crash Crew or Flash and the Furious 5 all the way?
Yeah.
But personally, I felt like Boogie Down Production used it better than both of them.
All right, all
But you
right,
know what?
bro. So I got one more question.
All right.
So why? So um. So why does cannabis always rap over, rap over whack beats?
I don't know. Ask cannabis. Really
He
don't know.
said it like he was about to say a joke. That's the thing. I was kind of waiting for the punchline.
No, that was a joke. Rap over the worst production.
And y'all called Nas a bad beat picker? And you forgot cannabis is out there?
Yeah. Right.
I
To
don't
be
get it.
honest, Cannabis just don't have any good compared to Nas, man. Cannabis just don't have no good albums that I would just.
His second album to me was good.
That's like his only.
His only one to me.
Yeah,
Well,
only
Mike,
one.
Mike Club has some joints too. It has
Mm,
some joints, but
And also that other album, See to Hollywood Story.
I never
Bad.
heard it. Never heard it.
trash. Also.
Bad.
I didn't hear nothing else after the second one.
But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm about to get something to eat. But this has been fun as fuck.
Alright.
Part two, I'm gonna do part two Sunday at um yeah, probably Sunday at 11 because I think I gotta work that day anyway. Friday we're gonna talk about Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Really
Ooh.
cannot really talk about that. Then next week is oh shit, next week's the Janet Jackson documentary. So I
Ooh.
know
Can't wait on that.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing next Friday and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, appreciate you coming by Q. Appreciate this
Thanks.
try.
No doubt.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And I'll see
Uh-huh.
y'all Friday. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.